Today I want to talk about having a host in the United States, especially those who either they have won the DV lottery or they are waiting for the results, and the results will be out on May 8th. So one of the things you have to do is to find a host. So what are the things you need to consider for the host? Because there are two things here. There is number one, to find a host. And there's number two is to have a good host in America. What are the things you need to consider? And especially when you have more than one option. Are you going to consider the state, or person, whatever? So these are the two important things I want to share in this video. Welcome everyone, this is Ernest Boniface Makulilo EBM, and I welcome you to my YouTube channel. Today, if you are first time to come here, I usually cover a lot of things about immigration, a lot of things about education, scholarships in particular, but also writing books, business ideas, and other things you can be able to do on your own in order to succeed. So, let's come to the issue of host. Number one, I want to make as a disclaimer. Your host is not your sponsor if you have won the DV lottery. Because people think that your host is a sponsor. No. DV lottery doesn't have a sponsor. The green card by sponsorship is like if you are a family, like your spouse is sponsoring the husband or is sponsoring the wife because one is a US citizen. A parent who is a US citizen is sponsoring a child. Those are the sponsorship program. You sponsor someone. Employer is going to sponsor you to get a green card. But you don't get a green card by sponsorship through green card lottery. If it's a sponsorship, your government is your sponsor because government is the one who is giving you the endorsement or they giving you the permission to process through the government program or the process which has been created by the government themselves. So your host is not a sponsor. Your host is just a person who is giving you a place to stay. It's just an apartment. It's just a house where you are going to live. So you don't. If you have the opportunity to rent an apartment on your own, you don't need to have a person. And in when you are going to fill the form DS-260, they don't ask you where are you going to live, like a name of a person. They want the address. So whether you put the name of the person, I will be going to live at EBM's home, and you put my name, whether you put my name or just put the address, they don't care. What they care, this is the address where you're going to stay in America. So I want to clarify that. So when you say finding a host, technically it's just looking a place, the address where you're going to stay. So the address where you're going to put in the DS-260, which is the Immigrant Visa Form to apply or to fill the form, you cannot submit the DS-260 without the address of where you'll be able to stay in America. And that address is the address where you'll be able to receive your Social Security card as well as the green card itself, the actual card. So those are the few things you want to understand that one. So it's just the address. How do you get that address? The address is not a PO box because you don't live in the PO box. You have to have a residential address. So it depends on people. Not everybody has a relative in America. This is where I tell people, you need to have a network. You need to have a way of having friends beyond your classmates, beyond your colleagues just at work. You need to follow people on social media who can add value to your life. If you end up just following just musicians and actors and actresses only on social media and comedians, and you don't follow someone like me or any person in other countries, it will affect you when opportunity comes. So start making sure that people you follow on Twitter or on Instagram, you comment on, they are also the people who can add value also in your life. Yes, have some celebrities and other people, whatever, but also even other normal people. I'm a normal person. Follow me. such conversation. If someone posts something, you can have people can have become friends because of sharing ideas on Twitter or on Facebook. So once you have different people on social media, that is a basic start. That's number one, where you can ask to get a host. You can go on your Facebook, on your Twitter. That's why how you use your social media, someone can define your behavior based on your social media. What type of content, what type of comments do you post on your social media? So you can go to your social media and say, I have won the DV lottery. I'm looking for a person to host me. You can do that. Will be one of the ways to find a host. Another way you can go, for instance, you are Ugandan or you're Tanzanian, you can find associations of Tanzanians, association of people from Ghana here in the US. If you're from Nigeria, if you're from Liberia, whatever country you are, find association of people from your country on Facebook, on Instagram, or on public forum groups, and write to those groups if you are looking for someone to host you just for a month to start your life. Someone will be able to help you. That will be another way. Another way, if you are a Muslim, just find the mosque or Muslim association in different cities in America. Write to the sheikh or imam. Write to that particular person. If you are born again Christian, there are so many. Find your dominion. I mean, for instance, if you are Anglican, find the Anglican. If you are Lutheran, find the Lutheran. If you are Catholic, you can find and write to the particular church and ask for people to help you out. You can ask, you can post someone, I can give you a place to. So that will be like, without specifying. That is number one, to find someone. Then you can also find, you can also offer, if it's difficult, you can offer, can I also stay at your place just for a month? I will pay you. We can talk arrangement. So that will be another way of getting arrangement. So those are the few ways you can be able to get a host. Someone can give you the address where you can be able to stay. It is not easy, it is difficult. So don't pressure the person to be your sponsor. Green Card Lottery doesn't have a sponsor. And there is no public charge, and there is no I-130, whatever those kind of forms, affidavit of support. I've talked about those kind of things. They are no longer available. You don't need to do that. So just remember, you need to fill the form. In the form, you have to put the address where you're going to stay. So that is very important, number one. Number two will be, so who can be a good host? Let's say you have posted in a Christian forum, and you have posted in maybe the Diaspora's Association of people from Nigeria or from Ghana or Tanzanians. There are two people there, they say they will be able to host you. Who should you choose? So I cannot tell you, if someone is from these states, don't go. It's up to you. Because you can go to one state, it doesn't mean that you have to stay in that state forever. You can go to one state and stay there for 1 month or 1 week, then move to another state. So don't assume the state you are going to be confined to stay in that particular state forever. No, it's up to you. But likely, in the state you'll be going there, you will stay there for a long time, because it will be the first state you will finding a job, getting used to the American culture. So those are the few things you need to consider. So my advice will be, don't go to unless otherwise, like that is the only person you have got. Like if someone lives like in a very, very big city, like it depends, like what will be the arrangement also. The biggest thing is the arrangement you are going to have with your host. And make sure that most of the important things are going to be specified before you go. Because you might come here, while you are coming here, for instance, I'm giving an example. I have kids. I might have, this person, if comes here, will help me with the child. But I don't tell you. So if I don't tell you, expectation is different. You come here, you're expecting to come here and start your own life or whatever. So it is better to clarify, just like, even if it's not a written contract, but some sort of agreement. What is the expectation? Are you coming to stay for free? Or are you going to, you'll be able to contribute maybe electricity, or just the internet money, or just you are going to contribute to the food, or are you going to pay the rent? Those are the few things you need to clarify at the beginning. Or after how long, okay, you can come here, you'll be staying here for 1 month for free, then from there you'll be able to pay maybe half of the rent. So you need to clarify. Don't assume because this person comes from my home country, without talking, you might have two different expectations. You might have an expectation of, I will stay here for free. Another one is expectation you to be a babysitter. Or another person is expecting to pay. But you have to talk. You have to agree before. That will make your relationship smooth. That's why, for instance, we had a very good relationship with Ikala and Asrida while they were here. Because we talked things before. Christopher lives with me. We have a very good arrangement. We talked before. So it's not like from today, okay, I'm expecting him to do 1, 2, 3. No. Because you put things ahead of the game. Even if it's your relative, it's better to just reduce unnecessary expectation. Someone knows, like, these are the things. So if, let's say, there are two people. One person, let's say, is in New York. Says, if you come here, you will stay for free for 6 months. Then from there, you have to find your own apartment. Another person is in South Dakota. Say, if you come here, you'll be able to pay $200 per month from the first time you have arrived here. Another person says, oh, you'll be only find your own food. So you have to look which is a good contract or which is a good what is a good arrangement for you with your host. And again, you can be able to look the city of the person lives or the state the person lives. I'm giving an example. If someone lives maybe is North Dakota, another one person lives in Texas, obviously Texas, there are more opportunities in Texas than in North Dakota. So you can be able to look also to make a simple research to see which one will be a little bit better. Let's say you got, I'm giving an example, Montana versus Ohio. Obviously, Ohio is better than Montana because it's extremely cold. Maybe there are very small population. There are not many of a lot of jobs. Versus, so you need to make all those kind of things to evaluate so that when you make a move where you're going to stay, it's okay. And let's say it can happen. It happened, for instance, you can say I'm going to person A. This is my host. But after filling the form, you are going to do the interview, and another person says, "Oh, by the way, you come to find that there is someone you know. Oh, you can come to stay here on me. You can change. Doesn't mean the person you have written on the paper, going to the interview, you must go to stay to that particular person. For instance, Carla originally was supposed to go to Georgia and Asrida, but later we discussed, and then they say they have to come to Missouri, and they didn't change even the address. It's okay. When I used to live in Kansas, is the state of Kansas. Then I moved to Missouri when we purchased the home. So the address my nephew Christopher used was the address in Kansas. When we moved to Missouri, we didn't change the address. But so when he came, he just came to Missouri. So if the person changes the address, because when you fill the DSC 260, maybe it's in July, and a year later, you are going to do the interview. So even if the person changes, it's not a must to go to change the address. Even if you change it or don't change it, it's okay. But in the end, you'll be able to come. You can even change it to another person. So you can arrange someone. You can use my address. I'm giving an example. This is the address you are planning to come. But down the road, you can find another person. You can change it to another person. The address is just where you're going to stay. Has nothing to do with that. That address will not be a reason why you'll be denied the visa. No. The address where you're going to stay has nothing to do with whether you'll be denied the visa or whether you'll be given the visa. You will be denied the visa because you don't meet education or work experience or criminal record. Those are the reasons you'll be denied the visa. But not, maybe the address, this person I do not know is just a friend or I just met online. They don't care. That is the address you're going to stay. That's all. So those are the few things I want you to understand about finding the host, but to consider who will be the better host for you to start. Sometimes when you have a better host, it can help you to have a very good start of your life, and even can determine your success in America, because someone can be able to give you the basic information, not just like to give you the money, but just the information. Okay, you are here. Oh, the first thing, go to the staffing agent. This is what you do. Just like a few tips, if you have someone and give you that kind of like a little bit of the tips, it will be able to help you, to guide you to determine your success or the easier transitioning to the life in America. So that is what I want to share today about the host, finding the host and determining who is the best host for you, and to determine your easier transitioning and the success here in America. So thank you so much, everyone. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel again. This is EBM. Remember, the goal for this year is to reach 100,000 subscribers. We are so much behind. I need you to subscribe because I know you might be watching and you haven't done so. And if you have subscribed, remember to share this video to others too. So thank you so much, everyone, and goodbye.